Just come into any comfortable seated posture that you like. Again, everybody's body is different. So my seat may be different than yours, vice versa. Again, I'm sitting on my block here. Allow some height in the hips so that it can be slightly higher than the knees. And it also tilts the pelvis forward so that the spine can be nice and tall. Close the eyes here or have a soft gaze. Just bring your awareness to the breath. Oh, I did also forgot to add, if you guys have some water, like a glass of water, water bottle, please have it nearby. Just keep hydrated throughout your practice. So just notice the breath without changing it much, but just being aware of the breath and taking these full deep inhalations through the nose. And then as you exhale, nice and slow, just begin to arrive onto our mats. So it's still morning, it's late morning, so the body may be a little bit open. If some of us woke up early, the body might be a little bit already warmed up, but it's a little bit cold where I'm at. I'm over by City College, so it's pretty cold in this room right now, but so just take it easy. We'll just warm up the body bit by bit. Taking these full deep inhalations and exhalations through the nose. Soften all the muscles in the face. Let the jaw go slack, so no clenching of the jaw. And always keeping that spine nice and tall. So whether you're seated, standing, or laying down in a pose, it's always important to have the spine nice and long. And now let's go ahead and bring the hands to the heart in the Anjali Mudra in prayer. Draw the thumbs into the sternum, draw the elbows and the shoulders back. Keep the back of the neck nice and long. The universal silent prayer, Anjali. Then as you inhale, exhale, bow the head forward. As though gazing within. Just looking into your inner light, your teacher. If you'd like to set a dedication intention for your practice, this is optional. You may do so at this time. Or if you know a friend or a loved one who needs a little bit of love and encouragement, you could even dedicate your practice to them as well. Or to the fathers for Happy Father's Day. Now, keeping that intention or dedication in place, let's go ahead and inhale the head back into a neutral position. Releasing the hands back to the knees or the lap if you are sitting in Vajrasana. Again, re-lengthening the spine here. Taking a few breaths. Again, and just, so you may hear some sounds in the background, right? Like, for example, if there's a freeway or if you have a fan going on in the background, let these other minute distractions not affect your practice as best as you can. Then as you inhale, exhale, gently release the eyes open. Again, we're going to practice our eye movements before our actual asana practice, Netra Vyayama. Some of you are already familiar with the eye movements, and some of you are new. So as the eyes are open, we only like to move the eyes, so keep the head steady. Sometimes the head will want to follow the gaze, right? So only move the eyes. So we'll just do simple movements right now, up and down. So keep the head steady. Inhale the gaze up to 12 o'clock. And then exhale nice and slow to 6. Inhale the gaze up, 12. And exhale down. Go ahead and continue at your pace. This strengthens all the eye muscles in the eye. There's 6 muscles in each eye pulling. Will eventually pull in each direction, but right now we're just moving it in a vertical movement. And just again, some of you are familiar with these, so you can definitely speed these eye movements. So sometimes when practitioners are new to these eye movements, it could cause some strain. Go slow. Remembering to breathe. Good. And then when the gaze comes to the top of the vision at 12 o'clock, bring the eyes center, close and relax them. And then as you inhale, exhale, release the eyes open. Now we're going to move the eyes in a horizontal movement. So again, head steady. Inhale the gaze to the far, far right. And exhale nice and slow across the horizon to the far left. Inhale the gaze all the way across to the right. Exhale all the way to the left. Now please continue at your pace. This also tones and massages the optic nerves of the eyes. Sometimes, again, some of us are working from home, iPad, computer, right? It's a good way to alleviate some of that strain, spasticity in the eyes, and that's what causes headaches. So practice these eye movements regularly. And then without rushing, when the gaze comes to the far, far right, bring the eyes center, close and relax them. As you inhale, exhale, release the eyes open. So now we're going to move the eyes in a counter clockwise. Okay, so counter. Head steady. Inhale the gaze up to 12 o'clock. And then smoothly over to 11, 10, 9. And then nice and slow. Continue to trace the periphery corners of the vision. So sometimes, and I'm used to this, if you are wearing glasses, you might want to take them off because sometimes you'll end up tracing the frame of the glasses. So at least when you have the glasses off, you can really go around this nice clock. So it's really what you prefer. But if you have that discipline go beyond the eyeglass frame, then you're good to go. Good, and then without rushing, nice and slow, when the eyes make it up to 12 o'clock, bring it to center, close the eyes and relax them, bring the palms in front of the chest, rub the palms briskly, life force, pranas, that heat. So again, we usually cup the face, so ever since this whole coronavirus, I don't want you guys to touch your face, right? Because this is supposed to create a healing sensation for the eyes, but what we'll do, so rather than cup the eyes, we're just gonna hover the hands over the eyes, and you can still feel that heat, right? The darkness and the warmth. Soothe the eyes here. Breathing deeply. Today's a new week, right? Anything can happen. Good, bad. Try to maintain positivity. So any stresses, anything that's been bothering you, just try to exhale some of this negative energy or thoughts at this time, so that you have more wisdom and clarity to do it all over again this week. Good. Now bring the palms to the heart. Pause here for a few breaths. Inhale the arms straight up towards the sky, and then part the arms. Right? So really come out of the hips. Walk out of the hips. Stretch the side body. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. And I'm kind of guilty of this, right? Do you notice your lower ribs sticking, darting out? Bring it in line with the spine. Good, good stuff. Release that right arm to the earth. Inhale that left arm up. Curve towards your right. Bend that right elbow a lot and look up or down. It's up to you. Be mindful of the neck. And again, try not to collapse forward. You lose the integrity of the pose. Spin the belly button up towards the sky. Good. Bring that right arm up to join the left. Release the left arm down. Inhale, lengthen the right. Curve towards your left. Bend that left elbow a lot. Spin the belly button up towards the sky. Again, look up or down. So pay attention to the neck, especially if you have any previous injuries to the neck. Take it easy. Good. Come back to center. Palms touch. Take the gaze up and then bring the head to neutral. Now from here, see about, so usually you'll kind of bring the shoulders up towards the ears. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, but continue to lengthen the arms. And what we'll do here, we'll spin the palms so that they're facing one another. So it's a little bit challenging this way. And you'll notice the shoulders will want to creep up, right? See if you could just have the palms facing one another if you can. And then again, inhale, lengthen the spine, curve towards your right, spin the belly button up towards the sky. Yummy stretch. Good. Come back to center. Relax here for a breath. Inhale, lengthen the spine, curve towards your left. Spin the belly button up towards the spine. You guys notice or feel or hear any cracks, right? As long as there's no pain, then you're all right. Come back to center. Now have the palms back in namaste. Bring the hands to steeple. Bring the head to neutral. Very slowly draw the hands into the heart. And release. And then what we'll do, we'll just do a little bit of circular rotations of the hips from left to right. Start to warm the low back, the lumbosacral region of the spine. If you want to extend your arms out, just to feel your energy circle, you could do that as well. And again, if you're feeling fatigue, hey, look, little circles will work too. It's your practice. So if your sits bones lifts up a little bit off the block, that's okay. Let's take that in the opposite direction, right to left. Let's try to find some evenness, right? So one side is usually tighter or more open than the other. My left hip is actually a bit tighter. What about you guys? Just kind of observe that in your body, like which side? Is the leg higher on this side? Is it more open on the right? Body awareness. And then let's once again take it in the original side, left to right. Keep breathing. And begin to slow it down a bit. Slower still. Slower yet. As we make our way back up to our seat. Adjusting our seat as well. So what we'll do here now, we're going to go ahead and inhale the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, forceful exhalation. Okay, we're going to do 4 of these. So inhale. Good. 2. 2 more times. Last one, make it good. Close the eyes here, pause for a few breaths. To really appreciate these forceful exhalations, it's almost a different form of a lion's breath. Right? That saying, they say, I needed to get that off my chest. Well, there you go. Pause, just observe the breath. Notice the energy shifting throughout the body just with the breath, the subtle movements we've done. All right, so now let's go ahead and come into tabletop. Hands and knees, hips width apart, fingers widely spread. Push any blocks or blankets off to the side for now. Again, when you transition from pose to pose, please be mindful of your movement. If you need to stretch out the legs, roll around the wrists, you may do so at this time. Take a sip of water, whatever you need to do. Nice. All right. Cat and cow, Maritas Asana. Tuck the tailbone under. Let's take a deep inhale. Exhale, round the back. Push up into the upper back, shoulder blades. Inhale as you arch the spine. Good. Exhale, round. And then release the head and neck down when the head goes downward. And go ahead and reverse. Now go ahead and continue at your pace. I'm just going to take a peek at everybody as we slowly warm up. There's a good group of us today. I know some of you do not have your videos on. That is okay. I trust that you are being safe with your movement this morning. Excellent. All right, and then what we'll do here, we're going to add a little bit of wagging the tail is shifting the hips to either side, taking the gaze up and over the opposite shoulder, right? So again, sometimes we'll peek to look at that foot. No, look up and over the shoulder. Nice lateral curve to the spine. Good, good stuff. Now come to stillness. Now from here, let's go ahead and come on to the forearms. Make sure the elbows are directly underneath the shoulders. Spread the fingers wide, right? And then feel the shoulder blades, right? Nice and flat. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. From here, curl the toes in that right foot, right? And just pump on the heel. So you're just stretching that calf, right? I don't know how many of you, sometimes you get that cramp in the calf in the middle of the night. That hurts, right? So it's a good way to stretch that out. All right, and now from here, go ahead and inhale that right leg to the sky. And then from here, try to keep the hips level. Square the hips, spread the toes. Yep. Good, good stuff. And from here, take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring that right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, extend up and back. Exhale, round, nice and slow with control. Inhale, up and back. Once more, exhale, round, up and back. Pause here, then straighten the arms, lift the chest, spread the toes, strengthening the low back here, relax the face. Good, exhale as you come back onto the forearms, lowering that right leg, right knee, realign everything here. We're still on the forearms, okay? Curl the toes in that left foot. And then begin to pump on the heel. So pump that heel back, right? Excellent. When you're ready, float that left leg to the side and then keep the hips level. So I know that left hip wants to open up. Nope. Let's keep it nice and square. Engage the low back. Spread the toes. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. And your gaze is down at the mat because the back of the neck is nice and long. So inhale here. And then exhale, left knee to the elbow. Inhale, extend up and back, nice and slow. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Now pause here. Go ahead and straighten the arms. Draw the shoulders away from the ears so this strengthens the low back. Keep the hips level. Good, good stuff. Slowly lower back down to the forearm. Bring that left foot down, left knee down onto the earth. And then, so this will be a variation. So right now we're on the forearms. We're going to come into puppy pose. I'm going to scoot back a little bit, right? With Uttanasana, puppy pose, go ahead and extend the arms up and over. Forehead on the mat. Now, if the forehead can't touch, you can even just have it. So it's almost like a little modified downward facing dog. You could have the head in line with the arms. You could stack the fist or put a block underneath your head. So this opens up the back of the heart, the lungs, right? The gaze is back at the heels. You see your feet. Relax the face. Good, good stuff. And then from here, slowly roll up, come on, and to the knees, and then come out to the fingertips, curl the toes, and let's go ahead and rock and roll over the toesies, right? Let's stretch the feet, stretch the toes, see if you can even stretch that little pinky toe. Forgot how a shoe feels. Slippers, that's all I'm wearing these days. All right, so now from here, keep the toes curled. This is a pretty intense stretch. Have a block handy in case you need it. Keep the toes curled. Let's go ahead and lower the knees onto the earth. Let's come up and sit on the heels. But here's the key. Don't just slam the weight down on the feet. Lengthen the spine. Palms up, close the eyes. Now, if this is really killing you, take this buddy right here. Sit on the block. So that gives you a little height, right? Only if you need it. Close the eyes here. We won't be here long. Inhale the arms up. Palms touch. Hands to heart center. Take one full deep conscious breath here. Uncurl the toes. Let's go ahead and sit on the heels. Bring the hands about maybe 3 inches away from the buttocks. So lean back. So what we'll do here, make sure your hips, your chest is squared. Make sure your knees are okay. Now, if this is really too much on the knees, put a blanket in between the buttocks and the legs, right? Now from here, go ahead and inhale. Arch the spine. Just tilt the chin up. You don't need to throw the neck back. Just tilt. Right? If you want to go further, come on to the fingertips. Lift the hips. Gaze is tilted up, or if it's really too intense on the neck, look at the front of your mat. Keep breathing. We'll do a very subtle lion's breath here. Inhale deeply. Lower the buttocks down. Hinge from the hip crease over the fingertips. Come into a quick child's pose, Balasana here. Just allow for the shoulders, just drape, let them go. Nice, and then slowly roll up, nice and slow, sit on the heels. Let's go ahead and come to table. And then again, I just want to express, like, sometimes the head will move around a lot, so when we come up to standing and do all that, you just roll up nice and slow. If you get that head rush, then you get nauseated, right? Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, curl the toes, lift the knees off the mat, push the abdomen on top of the thighs. Now stay here. Stay with me here. right? Draw the shoulders away from the ears. So you're strong in the arms. There's that length, right? And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and straighten the legs. I'm just going to come up and look at your guys' dogs here, okay? Pedal the feet. Shake the head yes and no. And if the hamstrings are tight, please bend the knees a lot. Yeah, there you go. You guys look really good. Really send the hips up towards the sky. Yep. Tippy toes, and the hips up, up, up. Yep. Looks good. And then when you feel comfortable, go ahead and lower the heels down to the earth as best as you can. Now from here, inhale into plank, top of a push-up. This is called Uttanasana. If you need to scoot the toesies back a little bit. And then from here, every time you're in a plank pose, you want to protect the shoulders and the chest. So shift the shoulders over the ribs. Squeeze the abdomen towards the spine. We're actually resting in plank, right? Believe it or not. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet. Good. Bend the knees, right? Good. Inhale into plank, top of a push-up. Let's pause here. Just doing a little bit of abdominal work. Subtle. Distribute the weight. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then from here, we'll just go ahead and walk up towards the front of our mat, coming into Uttanasana. Forward fold. Here, sway from side to side. Take a hold of the elbows. My favorite, I love to bend the knees and hug the legs, but really hinge. So you hinge from this hip crease, right? This guy. Not up here. This is the waist. Here's the hip. So you're hinging down. Ta-da, right? Good, good stuff. Now from here, bring the fingertips alongside of the feet. Release the head and neck down. If you need to use a block, please do so. And then now the weight right now is on the heel. Shift the weight to the balls of the feet. Use the fingertips as crutches. Release the head and neck down. And then rock and roll, front and back. You're stretching the hammies, right? Good, good stuff. Now from here, slowly roll up to standing. Now use the abdominal muscles. The abdominal area, pushing the hips towards the front of the mat. Sometimes people roll up with the low back. Bam, that's how you torque the thing. Inhale the arms up. Take a hold of your left wrist. And then what you do here, inhale, lengthen, curve towards your right. Good, come back to center. Inhale, take a hold of the right wrist. Inhale, curve towards your left. Try not to collapse forward. Come back to center. Palms touch. Nice and slow, hands at the heart. Pause here for a few breaths. Good. Fold directly over the leg. So you're just hinging like a door hinge. Release the hands down. Bring the arms alongside the ears. Reverse swan dive up with control using the abdominal muscles. Yeah. Oh, that looks good, guys. Palms touch. Hands to the heart. Release. Now let's go ahead and take a sip of water because I feel like I need it. There you go. Thank goodness for water, right? All right. Sun salutations. Gonna wake up the body a little bit. Okay? Re-clip the hair with this clip that doesn't really work, but I still use it. All right, so let's go ahead and come up towards the front of our mats. Surya Namaskaram. Take a peek down at the feet. Have the feet about hips width apart. Really rooting the feet down. Come up to standing. Inhale the shoulders forward, up towards the ears. Exhale back and down. Palms facing in front of your mat. Uttanasana mountain pose. Pacify the breath. Right? So we really want to feel that connection down with the mat, with the earth. So lift the heels nice and slow. And then slowly lower down. Lift the toesies up. Pinky toe up onto the big toe, lower down. Now you feel all 4 points of the feet on the mat. Inhale deeply here. Exhale to prayer namaste. Inhale the arms straight up towards the sky. Gentle back bend. And then swan dive down towards the earth. Forward fold Uttanasana. Release the head and neck down. Inhale halfway, hands to the knees, shin or use a block. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, take a nice step back with that left leg. Uncurl the toes, come onto the fingertips, right? So again, if you guys take a look at me, see my ankle's directly underneath the knee. You got to protect that meniscus. So come onto the fingertips, lower the hips down, and let gravity do its thing. Now, if this is too intense to be so low down, so even if you're up here using blocks, you're still opening up that left hip flexor, right? Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Gaze is forward, relax the buttocks. Inhale deeply here. Exhale, extend that right leg, curl the toes. So keep the fingertips where they're at. Use blocks if you have to. Nice yummy stretch with the hamstrings. Good. Inhale as you come down. And then exhale, go ahead and extend that left leg. Curl the toes up. Keep the fingertips at the front. Beautiful. Come down to frame the foot. Push back, downward facing dog. Nice in your dog. So you're pressing the pads of the hand into the mat. The index finger, the thumbs. That's your support. Right? Strong in the feet. Now we'll lower down. Knees. Chest between the hands. And chin. Pause here. Elbows close to the body. Hips are elevated. Pull yourself to Bhujangasana, baby cobra. Keep the back of the neck nice and long. Keep breathing. Good. Lift the feet, the legs, the thighs. And then keep in mind here, just because the hands are here, there's no pressure on the hands, so lift the hands. It's all upper back strength. Come on to the fingertips. Elbows close to the body. Lift up a little higher. Lift the legs, the feet. Good. Flatten the palms, lower the legs down, forehead to the mat. Push up into a high plank, Palakasana. Good, top of a push-up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Doing good, guys, nice and slow. Inhale that left leg to the sky. And that left foot comes in between the hands. Back knee down, uncurl the toes. Come on to the fingertips. Yep, you guys look good. Again, take care of this meniscus. Come on to the fingertips or use blocks. And then if you look at me, sometimes you'll see this, right? Right? Yep, you guys did good. So feel that right hip flexor. And again, relax the glutes. Sometimes that right buttocks is tightening up. Keep breathing here. Inhale. Exhale, extend that left leg. So you're shifting the buttocks back. You're straightening that left leg. Use blocks if you need to. Inhale as you come down. Exhale, extend that left leg. Good. Exhale, come down. Bring that right foot to join the left. Coming into that forward fold. Release the head and neck down. Then from here, we're bring the arms alongside the ears. Reverse swan dive up. Gentle back bend. Neutral spine. Palms touch, hands to the heart. Excellent. Inhale the arms up towards the sky. And then swan dive, nice and slow. Forward fold. Release the head and neck down. Inhale halfway, hands to the knees, shin or the block. So your body looks like the number 7. Exhale, fold, bend the knees. Take a nice step back with that right foot. So we're in the low lunge. Keep that back knee raised. We're going to come up nice and slow, but you know the cheating way I like to come up. Bring the hands to the low back with the hips. Feel the upper body away from that left knee. Now here we go. Now we don't want to have the toes crunching, right? So if you need to walk, close your length a little bit, your step. You want to bend that front knee, raise that back heel because you want to protect the Achilles tendon. We don't want that big snap in, right? Hands at the heart. Pause here. This is a high lunge. So even if you are low, keep that back heel raised. Good, good stuff. So inhale the arms up towards the sky, Anjali Asana. You're strong in that front leg. Good. Inhale. So you're going to raise that front leg. Inhale here. Exhale, bend that knee, bring the arms to cactus arms. 1. Inhale, rise. Straighten the knee. Exhale, bend. Good. Exhale, bend that front knee, cactus arms. Once more, inhale, rise. Exhale, bend that front knee, come to cactus. Pause here. So really strong in that front leg, right? Palms touch, hands at the heart. Then you're going to hinge over that left leg. Left knee, pause. Lower that right hand up to the earth. Spin the left arm up to the sky. Yeah, there you go. And again, look up or down. Keep that neck happy. So you guys feel that left hip flexor opening up, the side glute, left leg, strong in that back foot. Let's come down to frame the foot, push back, downward facing dog. Let's take a break here. Pedal the feet. Pacify your breath. Good. Inhale into plank, top of a push-up. Ashtanga Pranam. We'll come to it again. Bring the knees to the mat. Chest and chin. And then glide the body through, coming into an upward facing dog. So lift the thighs, legs off the mat. Arms are straight. Arch the spine. Good. Roll over the feet, the toesies. Come back, downward dog. Inhale that right leg to the sky. And then step that right foot up towards the front of the mat. So take your time as you set yourself up. Pacify the breath. Recall your intention if you set one. So that back knee is raised, so we're going to come up, right? Keep coming up. Hands to the low back of the hips. Feel the upper body away from that right knee. And then now from here, pay attention to your stance. You can either widen it or shorten it, but you just got to make sure the ankle's directly over the knee. Raise that back heel. Good. Hands at the heart. Relax the glutes. Gaze is forward. Inhale the arms up. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Anjali Now straighten that front knee. Inhale deeply here. Exhale, bend that front knee. Draw the arms to cactus arms. Nice and slow. 1. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend. Cactus arms. 2. Inhale, rise. Good. Bend. With control. Arms rise. Last one. Exhale, cactus arms. Pause here. Good. Hands at the heart. Strong in the legs. Hinge from the hip crease. Fold over that right knee, right leg. Plant that left hand onto the earth. Spin that right arm up to the sky. Breathe. Look up or down. Let's come down to frame the foot. Bring that left foot to join the right. Coming into Uttanasana, forward fold. Release the head and neck down. Shake the head, yes and no. Good. And then from here, have the feet about shoulders width apart. Right? Bend the elbows. Release the head and neck down. It's just like a small forward fold. Uttanasana. Good. Bring the hands at the heart. And then from here, bend the knees a lot. So it's like we're in a squat. Bring the arms alongside the ears. And we'll pulse up. Come up. 1. Come down. 2. 3. 4. Good. Last one. 5. Sit a little lower. Come all the way up. Gentle back bend. Neutral spine. Palms touch. Hands at the heart. Close the eyes. Soft gaze. Have a sip of water if you need to. Oops. Don't spill everywhere like I just did. Inhale the arms up. Palms touch. Hands to heart center. Fold directly over the legs. Forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Step back with that left foot. Spin that left heel down. Heel to arch alignment. Pay attention to that back knee. Take that right hand in the inner part of the right foot. Left hand to the left hip. So this is a deep side angle. Float the left arm up to the sky. Good. You can stay here if you like. You drop that arm up and over towards the front of your mat. Spin the belly button up towards the sky. I'm going to look at your guys' poses. Good. Hold one full deep breath. Then from here, you're going to anchor that back foot. Come up to warrior two. Bend that front knee. So anchoring in that back foot. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Then from here, take that bind with the back hand. Send the right palm up, reach forward, up and back. Reverse to warrior. Okay, sorry guys. All right, there we go. Come back to warrior two. Straighten that front leg. And then reach out first. Keep that hip in place. Take it down to that right ankle, right foot, or a block. Reach that left arm up to the sky. Triangle. So that right hand is on that right ankle, right leg. Brian, take it down. Your right hand to the right ankle. And you're reaching that left arm up to the sky. I'm just going to take a peek up at you guys. There you go. Good. Bend that front knee. Come back to warrior two. And then reverse. Sink that front knee a little deeper. So that right arm is up and back. Beautiful. Let's windmill out of the pose. Push back downward, facing up. Let's take 3 full breaths together. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling with the ha sound. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Good. Inhale, 3. Good. Inhale into plank, top of a push-up. So I'm gonna take a peek at you guys. Yogi's choice. You can do knees, chest, or chin, or chaturanga dandasana, or good old classic pose. So whatever vinyasa you choose, take your time as you cycle through, and we'll all meet in downward dog. Take your time. Good. Beautiful. Inhale that right leg to the sky. Oh, we did that. Sorry, guys. Inhale that left leg to the sky. And momentum brings that left foot towards the front of the mat. Anchor that right heel. So spin that right heel down, heel to arch alignment. Pay attention to this back knee. Take that left hand in the inner part of the left foot. Take that right hand to the right hip. When you're ready, float that right arm up to the sky. So you'll probably have a different sensation on this side, if any. You can stay here, or if you like, drop that right arm up and overhead towards the front of the room. Spin the belly button up towards the sky. Keep the head in line with the spine. Again, I'm just going to take a peek at your guys's. Good. Excellent. Spin the belly button. Try not to collapse forward, guys. All right, there we go. And then from here, strong in that back foot, we're going to windmill into warrior two. Bend that front knee. So you're anchoring in that back foot. Bend that front knee, track it over the big toe and the second toe. Right, draw the shoulders away from the ears. So take the bind with that back hand, fish for that left hip, spin that left palm up, reach forward, up and back, reverse. Come back to warrior two, nice and slow. Straighten that front leg. Now keep that left hip in place, reach out first till you can't no more. Then take it down to the ankle, shin, or a block. Float that right arm up to the sky. Look either up or down. Good, good stuff. Strong in that back leg. And again, you don't even have to go all the way down. If you need to even bring your hand onto the shin, that's okay too. Bend that front knee, come back to warrior two. Sink that front knee a little deeper. And windmill out of the pose. Bring that right foot to join the left, folding into that deep forward fold. Release the head and neck down. And then from here, slowly roll up to standing. Nice and slow. Bring the arms up with you. Gentle back bend. Neutral spine, palms touch, hands at the heart. Bend the knees a lot. Chair. Right elbow to the left knee. Spin from the belly button up towards the sky. Hands at the heart. Strong at the legs. Try to see if you can glue your legs together. Open the arms as if you're opening up a book. Close the book. Gaze forward. Inhale the arms up. Palms touch. Prayer twist right. Left elbow to the right knee. Hands to the heart. Parikrita Uttanasana. Open the arms. Close the book. Gaze forward. Inhale the arms up. Come up, 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 up. Tap out, right? Reach up and back. Palms touch. Hands at the heart. Close the eyes. Or have a soft gaze. Pacify the breath. Notice the sense organs. Cover the heart with your right hand. Place the left over the right. Honor the heartbeat. Honor your intention. Good. Release the arms alongside body. Again, take a sip of water in case you need to. I did spill all over the place, but it's water, thank goodness. All right, after you've taken a sip of that yummy water, let's go ahead and come towards the back of our mats. Have the hands at the hips, feet about hips width apart. Gaze is forward. And just coming into our standing. What we'll do here, we'll step up with that right foot about, I guess that's about what, 3 feet? So now from here, coming into Uttanasana. So the left foot is on the left railroad track, right foot, hips are squared. Hands at the hips. Have the blocks handy in case you need it. Right from here, let's go ahead and take a hold of the elbows. Right? Or if you want to do namaste backwards like this, you could. But be very gentle here because that could be a little intense. If you want to hold the forearms, the elbows, you could do that too. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, so leading down with the heart. Now just pause here just to see how that feels. There's a pretty intense sensation, right? Inhale, take another breath here. Exhale, continue to lower down. Now you can take a hold. You could keep hold of the forearms or you can release the fingertips on the earth or on blocks. Pause here for a few breaths. Good. Head to knee. And then from here, bring the arms alongside the ears towards the front of the mat. Inhale, rise, nice and slow. Good. Palms touch. Hands at the heart. Hands at the hips. Take that right foot back. Yeah. Second side. Step up with that left foot about 3 feet. Left foot on the left track, right foot on the right track. Railroad. Hands at the heart for now. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Stand up nice and tall. Again, you can take a hold of the forearms or reverse. Namaste. Like that. Inhale, rise. And then exhale, lead down with the heart. Nice and slow. And then just pause here so you can explore the sensation. And then when I forgot to say it on this side, you're going to draw the left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale deeply here. Exhale, continue to lower down. And then release the fingertips either on the earth, blocks, or the shin, whatever you like. Notice the sensation. Good. And then from here, bring the arms towards the front of the mat, alongside the ears. Slowly rise up, nice and slow. Pause here for a breath. Palms touch, hands at the heart. And then step that left foot back to join the right. Good. Now we're here in our Tadasana, right? Sorry, I gotta clip the hair. So what we'll do here is arms alongside body. Inhale that right arm up, right? So you're gonna reach up with that right arm. Reach down with the left, right? So left arm down, down, down. Right arm up. Good, and then arch slowly to the left. Now come back to center, switch. So just switching the arms, and then you inhale the left arm up, 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 up. Lower the right hand down, and then curve towards your right. Back to center. Have the right arm to join the left, hands at the heart. Okay, we're going to do a balance pose here. Now focus on a focal point in the room. It's called a drishti. So what happens, that allows for you to stay grounded, no distractions, right? So focus on a focal point on the room, or listen to my voice. Have the feet about hips width apart. Now shift the weight to that left foot. And just raise that right knee towards the chest. Don't even think about it. There you go. If you need to use your friend called the wall, use the wall, please. Start to do circles with the right ankle, the opposite direction, right? Good. Now take a hold of that right knee, draw it up to the chest. Try to balance. Try not to crunch the standing toes. Okay? Focus on that focal point. Good. Now from here, slowly take the left hand to the left hip. Open up that right hip as best as you can. Right? Extend that left arm out in a T. Perfect. Now you could stay here. If you want an extra challenge, take the gaze over to the left. That's right. Nice and slow. Take the gaze back to center. Arms to center. And release. That would have been something if I said close the eyes, huh? Then that would have been just mean, right? All right, so feet about hips width apart, hands at the heart. Shift the weight to that right foot. Focus on that focal point. Draw that left knee to the chest. Ankle rolls to the right. Good. Take a sip of that water. If you need to drink water, please do so. Now take the hands to that left knee. And just kind of explore there. How's that right foot doing? Is it relaxed down? Try not to do grippy toes. No grippy toes, okay? Because we're strengthening that balancing leg. Now begin to open up that left leg towards the left. So you can't no more. So you want to open up this left hip flexor. Right hand to the right hip. Float that right arm out. Now, take a look at that right hand. Take your time. Good. Draw that arm. Hey, everybody was better on that side. Right arm and right leg back to center. Release. Do some shoulder rolls. Up towards the ears. Back and down. Sip of water. There you go. See, water's our best friend, right? All right. Now from here, come towards the back of the mat again. Have the feet as wide as the mat. Heels in, toes out, hands at the heart. And just pause here. Close the eyes. Or have a soft gaze. Come on to the tippy toes, tippy toes. And then lower down. Come on to the tippy toes again. 2. Down. Nice and slow. 3. 4. 5, 6, 7, good. 8, 9, and 10. Stay raised. Bend the knees now, slowly lower down. Malasana, balancing squat. Pause here. And then go ahead and come all the way down. Use the elbows to widen the knees. And then adjust the placement of the feet. Use the elbows. Widen the knees. See if you can bring your hands to the heart as best as you can. Pause here for a few breaths. Take the gaze to the right. Back to center. Take the gaze to the left. Back to center. And then release. Go ahead and come onto the sits bones and extend the leg. Seated stack. Right? Make sure you're on the sits bones. If you need to add support, get a blanket, fold it so that it's about 2 inches high. But if you're okay, then good to go. Bring the hands alongside to the hips. Flex the legs. Flex the toes. Right? Point the toes. Good. And then go ahead and toes point up. And then from here, relax the body. Now, what you're going to do here is we're going to come onto the fingertips, right? Oh, I'm sorry. No, we're going to come onto the palms are on the mat. Lift the hips. So we're just kind of floating up, right? And then lower down. Lift up again. And then walk the feet up towards the front. And then you're going to go ahead and arch to lift the chest. Arch the upper spine. Gaze is either up or towards the front of your mat. Hold. Om 1. Om 2. Om 3. Om 4. Good job. Once more. Om 5. Slowly lower down. Nice and slow. Inhale the arms up. And then lengthen the spine as you fold over into Uttanasana, forward fold. So release the hands either on the shin, or if you could take a hold of the feet, or just let them relax on the floor. Close the eyes or soft gaze. Beginning to come into the parasympathetic nervous system. Relaxing down in this forward fold. And slowly roll up. Inhale the arms up. Palms touch, hands at the heart. Release. And then what we'll do here, actually, let's go ahead and spin around to face the backs of our mats. Coming back into our seated stack. Right, we'll do a little bit of abdominal work, okay? So we're facing the backs of our mats, arms in front of the body, palms facing down, pointed toes, slowly lower down. We're not gonna go Shavasana yet. Pause here. So you're scooping the abdomen. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, raise that right foot. Lower down. Raise the left foot, lower down, inhale, right. Slowly lower down. Come to half boat. Bend the knees. Arms are alongside body. Right? Squeeze the abdomen towards the spine. Inhale. Exhale. And then as you inhale, extend the body. Come into canoe. Exhale, crunch back up, half boat. Extend 2. Nice and slow. 3. 4. Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold in canoe. And exhale, come down, Shavasana. Woo, I heard that. She counts slow. Okay. Good stuff. So we're on our backs. Make sure the shoulders escape from underneath you. Bend the knees, bring both feet onto the mat, right? And then we'll take that right ankle to the left knee. Take that right hand to the right knee to just open up that right hip flexor, right? Try to keep that right ankle to the left knee as best as you can. Bring your arms out in a T position, palm facing down. Now being mindful of the low back, slowly draw that that right foot over towards the left side. And then inhale as you spiral the spine on up. And the gaze is just kind of tilted over towards the right side, but the head's not all the way to the right. Again, because you're keeping that spine nice and long for this healthy twist. So that right foot is on the earth. Now you could stay here if you like. You could take that right hand and you could catch that left foot and draw it a little bit closer to the buttocks. Only if you like. Continue to spiral the spine on up as you're in this laying supine position. Supta. Focus on the breath. Tonic for the nervous system. Good. Now take the gaze center. Slowly draw the legs, releasing that right foot. If you do have a hold, uncross the legs, realigning the head, the neck, the spine, the pelvis, the hips, just like that. Second side, so bring the arms out in a T. Bring that left ankle to the right knee, and then you're just going to take that left hand to assist for this left knee to open just a bit more. Make sure this left ankle is close to that right knee as best as you can. You don't want it all the way up here. You're going to torque that left knee. All right, now bring the arms in a T position. Slowly draw that left foot over towards the right. And then inhale, lengthen, and spiral the spine on up from the belly button. The gaze is just tilted up to the left ever so slightly. Relaxing here. Or if you'd like, you could take a hold of that right foot with the left hand. Continue to spiral, coming into the twist. Whatever you decide. Bring the gaze back to center. Slowly draw the knees back to center. Drop the feet down. Again, realigning the head, the neck, the spine, the pelvis, and the hips. Right. And then from here, so the feet are about hips width apart. We'll just do a quick supported bridge. Satabandha Savandasana. Right? So the feet aren't that close to the buttocks because you want to create some breathing room for the knees. Arms alongside, body palms facing down. Just push up ever so slightly. Come onto the shoulders. If you can interlace the hands underneath the body, awesome. Do not move the head or neck. Good. Then you can inhale, take that right knee towards the chest, extend that right leg to the sky. Bend that right knee, take it down, nice and slow. Push up once again, supported bridge. Bend that left knee towards the chest, extend that left leg to the sky. Good. Bend that left knee, lower down, push up a little bit more. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3. Slowly release down each vertebrae at a time. Allow for the shoulder blades to escape. Extend the right leg out, extend the left leg out. Arms alongside body. So before we come into our rest, we'll practice Sigra Shavasana, which is a quick tightening and releasing of the body. So now from here, everyone, inhale, squeeze all the muscles in the body. Make this point the toes. Lift an inch off the mat. Moon face everything towards the tip of the nose. Squeeze, squeeze, release. Good. Now laying here in Shavasana, please make any final physical adjustments to the body so that you can remain perfectly still for the rest of your rest. Nothing has to be done. Nothing has to become. Please rest at this time. So allowing for the entire body to soften and get heavier and sink down to the earth. Just allowing for the Mother Earth to cradle you and allow for you to feel safe and at peace. Observing the body, noticing any excess kinks or tightness. Send a mental message to that part of the body and really tell it to just relax. Begin to take deep breath. Begin to take slightly deeper breath. Feeling that energy once again pervading throughout your entire body, from the toes all the way up to the crown of the head. Start to wiggle the toes and the fingers, move the hands and feet, creating micro movements to the body to slowly wake the body. Now from here, point the toes, reach the arms up and overhead and stretch as if you were stretching in the morning hours. And then releasing whenever you are ready. Now bending the knees, bringing both feet onto the mat. And then rolling over onto your right side. Use your hands to prop your head up as a pillow. And just take a few moments here just to absorb your beautiful, powerful, unique yoga practice. Now maintaining that inward focus as best as you can, use your left arm to slowly brace yourself back up into a seated posture, facing the front of your mat with the eyes closed or with a soft gaze, just as we were in the beginning of class. As we return back to our seat, again noticing the energy, how you feel now as opposed to when you first came onto your mat. Spin the palms to face the sky, having the backs of the hands on the knees, just to express our gratitude to what we are thankful for and blessed to have at this moment. And for also for those who are grateful and thankful for you, such as me, with you sharing your yoga practice with me this Father's Day. Bring your hands to the heart and the Anjali Mudra, and then recalling your intention or dedication for your practice if you did set one today. We will close and seal the class by chanting one Om together. Please take a deep inhale for Om. Thank you all so much for sharing your beautiful practice with me today. I'll see you soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.